No ear-piercing loud music. There you go. Alright. It's time that we continue our quest. So... I was also wrong last time. We don't need 4 crystals for Ganon, we need every crystal except 1. So yeah. It is obvious it wants us to go to Ganon's tower next. But I'm looking at the map one more time to just make sure it's really that direction it wants us to go. And not something... Wait a second. I just got an idea. Good that I looked on the map. There's one check we haven't done yet. One check that's easily done. Are we good on... Oh, we aren't. Alright, now we're good on fairies. I again forgot to mark off these. It is just because I'm not used to it. To mark off bombs on my tracker. Because usually... Wait, I didn't recover HP. What the fuck? Already fucking it up. Alright, now we can go. Fuck off. I forgot this enemy is part of this experience. And this enemy can go fuck itself. Because it deals too much damage. It's constantly in your way. It's nothing but annoying. And yeah. Nobody needs it. So where we want to go is we want to go to the desert. In case we haven't done this yet. Fuck off. Nobody likes you. Fuck. There's going to be enemies that kill me constantly. In every fucking bush, huh? Oh, really? Oh, this is how the game starts. Fuck you. What a great start. Oh, what a fantastic start already. It's a little bit too early to shit on my head like this. We just started, okay game? We just started. Just give us a breathing room for just getting started, alright? This game is just too excited to go full Mario Maker. Yeah, I don't remember this. I'm most definitely not in here. And that again is 5.5 heart damage. Alright, so it's this one for both. Again. Crap. Well, shit. Oh, I don't have the powder in this. That's right, we don't have it yet. And we don't have a flute, because that's on Bumper Cave at the moment. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. For some reason I couldn't do that. Bam. Thanks, Sablex. Probably going to need it. Given how the seed wants me to go into Ganon's tower early. Alright, we go back, grab a fairy that we lost in a very dumb and stupid way. And then we going into Ganon's tower. There's at least one of the roads that we can finish, I think. Yes, it did. So you must be new here. I have played plenty of seeds with that, yeah. Enemies have a chance to explode into bees in these seeds that I play, and it can get pretty ridiculous. It's part of the idiotic flags that are enabled. A different one is that enemy damage and health have been completely randomized. So these enemies you see deal a lot of damage most of the time. Some of them deal 5 hearts of damage or more. Like this one did 5.5 heart damage. It's not something that happens in vanilla. There's enemies that did more damage but deal less damage than before. But in majority, enemies deal more damage than they do, because that's my luck. As the enemies are completely shuffled, bosses are being shuffled, thieves can die, luckily sometimes they don't, and that can be a real problem. So yeah, I'm also playing with a hard item pool, which means that I only get a specific amount of health upgrades. Yeah, it's essentially stupid hard mode. That's what it is. You have moments like this where you get into a room and almost immediately get killed or attacked by something. It's kinda interesting and entertaining nonetheless. I forgot the switch was there. There we go. Oh, is this the room of the... Ugh. This is the room of the Wall Master, yes. Oh, this is a horrible pattern. Oh, Jesus, what? How big is this pattern? Even these are randomized. Sometimes it's really annoying. Alright, these don't do as much damage, I think. Ah, the shadow. Yeah. So, having fairies in this is a blessing. There's seeds where I don't have even fairies. At all. That is when it is a problem. Alright, fall on. Ooh. I can't get that yet though. Alright. Leave this room. The reason why I left the room is so I can despawn the bees. Because I'm pretty sure this is a seat in which bees again deal like 5 hearts of damage. And as you can see, those are bee swarms and they're not very easy to deal with. So I prefer to not having to deal with them if I can. Ah. Alright. It would be pretty bad if here a bee swarm would be triggered, so let's not do that. Alright. Ah, I did it dumb. I did not pay attention. That's probably too late. Yep. Messing up. Yeah, that can be very annoying. Especially in rooms in which you are locked in and have to kill certain enemies. Alright, we got a shovel. Why do I have the feeling that the shovel spot has some... Okay, this just unlocked Turtle Rock and Misery Mire. A lot of these in the seed this time. Well, you are just a Goen being. I should be able to deal with you, especially because your damage is reduced. Or at least not as high as the others. Oh, this is pretty bad. Yikes. Alright. Alright, we can get the big chest. We need to be careful. Let's actually move this guy over there. I don't want to trigger bee swarms if I can avoid them. Alright, so let me think. This is this one a closing door? No, it isn't. Alright, that was just a hard piece. Oh, this one is coming up. You want to stand in the door? I forgot to light up the torch. Oh, yeah. So essentially what we already established, a lot of the enemies deal ridiculous amount of damage in this one. Alright. So you will see me die a lot in this. Oof. Oh, wow. Wow, what an asshole. I think there was no fairy in here, yeah. So let's check this. Excuse me, what are you? You look like a Star Force knight. Alright. Let me see. Alright, let's see who this is, if we can beat him. Oh yeah, this is possible, but ugh. Oh, this is going to be bad with ice physics, oh god. Even if I stand in a corner. Okay, that's 7 hearts of damage. Okay, that's not happening. At least not with no fairies at all. We got bombers and we got a shovel, so I'm gonna check these spots before. I would do Mire before I would do that. Ice physics, Vultures sounds like not a fun time. Especially with 7 hearts of contact damage. Yep. Okay, that is helpful. That also unlocks another check that I can do. The boss itself wouldn't be that much of a problem. The problem is it's on ice. That's the biggest problem. If he wouldn't be on ice, that would be totally manageable. But the ice physics in this game are not very something you want to deal with. So I will come back to that one when I'm more prepared. For example, when I find a cape or something, if I can find it before. And I have some methods to maybe find it earlier. It depends on what we find in logic. Alright, so we did this. All for 50 rupees? No. Money is not the problem, as you can see. I could like buy potions and stuff. The problem is that I will always not be able to take the potion. Because I die in like 2-3 hits, and that's it. Alright, so we got the Bombus medallion. That unlocks Misery Mire, which we can enter with the Pegasus boots. I don't know if that is already out of logic, but I think it isn't. I prefer Mire over Ice Palace though, so let's go there. Ganon's Tower does look indeed like a bad time. Oh, I'm waiting until you come over here. Last time I died because I hit that blob on the hill. Did I bring fairies with me? I think I did not. But Misery... Oh, no. Misery Mire is randomized with enemies too, so... Let me grab fairies first. Having fairies is very good at this moment. Oh. Yeah, that's also a great feature of this. So, enemies can also appear under bushes and grass. You just saw that fire snake appearing out of the grass. So, especially in the beginning of the game when you start off, you don't want to pick up stuff or cut stuff, because most of the time it can be that there is something under that immediately kills you. Let's visit this fairy in case we get hurt on the way, which already happened several times. Because it features one of my most hated enemy types in this game. These flying mushrooms are probably some of my least favorite enemies, and they keep appearing in all of my seeds. They're really hard to deal with. Alright. Thieves, mini Moidorms, mushroom guys, mini Hammerzau, depending on which location they are. All problems enemies. Alright. Got 3 fairies, let's go. That's at least 6 more hits. If there's the same enemies inside Misery Mire as we can expect like everywhere else. Alright, let's walk actually through this. so we don't trigger. Oh yeah, this game's fantastic jumping mechanics of enemies. When an enemy jumps, he actually does not jump, he moves upwards. And can still hurt you on the same plane. Also one of the things that I had to learn the hard way. Alright. So we go now into the desert and we can use the mirror to go into the swamp. We could also go Turtle Rock, which I probably will do after this. Well, I played the original vanilla game like more than 10 years ago. There is like a lot of time has passed. But I have played a lot of randomizers. I have watched people playing randomizers. And I was like watching tutorials on how to do certain glitches, the very basic ones. Nothing too amazing. And these inverted seats I have been practicing. So this is the spot with the boots, which is a little bit finicky. There we go. Yikes. Oh, Tektites, I really don't like you in this. And a Hinox. Multiple. Already enemies that I know deal a shit ton of damage. Alright, see ya. I'm not dealing with bees. Like this. Alright. The rest is doable. So this red sword you see is the tempered sword, which is the level 3 sword. And we got that because we went out of logic and used fake flippers, a glitch. So without this weapon, enemies would take at least double the amount of hits. And as you can see, I still need like 3 or 4 sword slashes for enemies. You can calculate how many hits that is for certain enemies. Oh yeah, here's... Well, if we can get it to work. Ah, shit. You can magic powder these, I saw. And they give fairies. I did never notice that before. Alright, so... Yeah, shooters hurt as well. A lot. Oh, there's a dog in this room. Oof. Yeah, we don't have a distance weapon, that kinda makes it scary. Oh, this shooter is a bad time. Well, the shooter up there deals probably like 5, at least 5 hearts of damage, I think, in the seat. So it hurts. Alright. Alright, got it. Yes! And this basically meant... This is basically the proof that we had to use the boots for this in order to get in. Alright, we got the hook shot. So there is the room down there, but it leads like nowhere. But we want to go 2 rooms below this. Oh, it's actually not that bad. So I again got confused with my previous seed. My previous seed, they did a lot of damage. In this one, they don't do as much, which I'm glad. Because a lot of the things deal a lot of damage. Alright, so I learned something here as well. Much faster. Yeah. It's basically this entire seed. I just assume everything deals a shit ton of damage and be extra cautious. If I can. So, what does this up here say? Alright, that's not very helpful. Oh crap. Evil Elf! Thanks for the follow. How are you doing, man? I hope you had a great day so far. Alright, so I collected just the compass, you guys. And the compass, I have enabled a setting that it shows me the items that are left in the dungeon. So you see under the rupee and bomb counter, the treasure counter, which basically means the amount of treasures you can find in a dungeon, including the item that the boss drops instead of a heart container. So this dungeon has 8 treasures. We have not gotten the big key yet. But there's like more chests to check. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do to the left, to the right I mean, and go into the main hall. That's great to hear, man. Oh, there's a surprise Buttman down there. Not the item that I wished was in there. Okay. Oh. There's a lot of surprise Buttman in this dungeon. Yeah, no problem. Have fun. And happy learning. Oh yeah, this is the Link's Awakening room. That's what I call this, the Link's Awakening room. Because Link's Awakening has iso torches that shoot at you, basically. Alright. I guess I take that. It's better than nothing, but still pretty useless at this point in the game. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's no thief in this room, thank God. A thief in this room, let me tell you, an absolute nightmare. Oh. That happened. And that's gonna close, right? Actually, it's not. So the reason why I went to rooms is because how this game works. I will probably die doing this. Yeah. But that's the big key. That's what's required. Normally wise you use the cape. Yeah. Here's the thing though, about the logic of this game, and it's Rando, is that I'm playing on a hard item pool setting, And the hard item pool restricts you in terms of items, as I already explained. For example, you only get a specific amount of hard containers and pieces. So your maximum HP does not go over 14 hearts, I think. It's on hard mode. You never get an armor upgrade in this one, in the hard mode setting. Which is good in my seat, because random damage basically means not reduced damage from enemies. When you get another meal, it actually just shuffles the damage again. So what that means is an enemy that deals a lot less damage deals a shit ton of damage suddenly with a bloom armor. And that kinda sucks. So I at least don't have to worry about that. The issue with that is that the hard mode setting does not give you silver arrows, and because of that, it requires you to beat Ganon with a glitch called Silverless Ganon, which I was overwhelmed the first time. Alright, so we got everything in this dungeon except the boss. Yeah, pretty much. So we can just beeline for the boss. There is no need in going up there, I think. Oh, the surprise Batman. Yeah, this one is also top 10 least favorite enemies in my randos. Alright, we need to use a key at least. That's not a problem. Or do I? Yeah. That's actually the section that go down. We need to go down in terms of the sections. We could collect keys, but I have generic keys activated in this logic. So generic keys means that keys basically act like in Zelda 1. Every key you find can be used in every dungeon. Alright, that's weird. How do you use the powder on this thing? Alright, like this. So before it moves, maybe? Huh. But what I wanted to say is generic keys basically means is that every key can be used in every dungeon. You can find the keys everywhere because I shuffled them outside the dungeon too. And because of this, you basically have the ability to buy keys for 100 rupees. So it makes the whole game go a lot smoother. So you are not always forced to do everything. If you have the money or find the keys. I always hated this room. Alright. There we go. Was that a surprise Batman down there? No, that's actually just a bunny. Oh, there's a Beamos in this room. That's not good. Alright. Okay, that's just a shadow. Alright, so laser beams hurt me only with half a heart damage. That is at least a good thing. My last seat they did like 5 or 4 hearts of damage, and that was like ridiculous. Especially fighting blind with that kind of damage output is kinda insane. If you don't get an invincibility item like the cape or the Brunner staff. Alright, there is the thing again, so let me try. Oh, I got hit before, that's why. So it seems like you can only do it when it doesn't move, or maybe just you have to not get hit doing that. Ah, that sideways shadow deals a lot of damage. So I'm glad I passed that one. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I go back the way I came. Yeah, no worries. Enjoy and relax. Totally understandable. I cannot beat this. Alright. So we need to come back with an ice rod for this one. Nothing better than just a tree neck staring at you. Alright. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to go to Turtle Rock by warping there. And we're gonna check out Turtle Rock. Thanks, man. Alright. Alright, now that I have this, I can do this better. Alright. Alright then. I should have went back and get a fairy, but I think we get fairy possibilities in here, probably. Chances are pretty high. So before we move to the left, let me do this. Oh, yeah, we have to actually take the long way around. Yikes. Alright, so let's do this first then. This room is funny when you watch people play it blind. Because they don't know this. That door is very trolly. Alright, move out of my way, Chompy. Yikes, that's a lot of damage. That seems like vanilla damage. No, I don't want to go down there. No! Oh god, these things. Alright. This is a problem. Oh, it comes closer to me. Will you move out of the way? Yeah, go towards the middle. No, don't go there. Move. There we go. Hey, free fairy. All right. Easy as that. Oh, there's a chicken in here. Get him, chicken. Alright. I think our free fairy's back. Let me see if we can get her in the net. Nah. Alright, let me think. Yeah, we want to go this way. And we are leaving. If we have a door nearby and it's not blocked, we want to leave when that happens. Alright, I see you down there. Alright. Turtle seems tame so far. Let's better not jinx it. Because when I say stuff like this, it can get bad very easily. So all of the times I mostly went up first. And I still go up first. But wait, do I want to go up first? This leads to the intersection. No, this is just for the big key. I don't want to go here. I actually want to go down first. Because there's the chest there. Oh, it's lagging a lot, so I better close this thing here. I have a very good PC. I don't know why it lags like that. Alright. Free fairies. Oh, that probably hurts. Yeah, it dodges your magic powder very easily, so that's a hard to get fairy. Alright, so that goes out. The upper sections I only can enter when I am basically having a big key or go the back entrance of Turtle Rock. The back entrance of Turtle Rock is not accessible for me yet because I need the Titan gloves for that. And with the Titan gloves I can just enter the light court, jump down the hill, use the mirror and go into the hallway of the treasure chests, which are in B2, which you see there. The problem is that I don't have the Titan gloves, I only have the power glove. So what I need to do is I need to exit this dungeon for the time being and have to look somewhere else for more answers. Oh, that's weird. The music is gone again. Why is the music gone? Wait, guys. What's that? Did you saw that? There's something in the corner here. Boo! Okay. I was joking. I don't know why this happens. Alright, so that's a blue crystal at least. We know it's a blue crystal for Turtle Rock. So there is blue and red crystals. And red crystals give us the access. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Red crystals give us the big bomb in the bomb shop. So, alright, I need to think about this. We did Misery Mire, and we got blocked by Mauser King. We got a hook shot now, so we can actually do a dungeon that we did before. I think it was Skywoods. Yeah, Skywoods, because in Skywoods we had the problem that the boss of the area is an Agus, and Agus can only be beaten by having a hookshot at least. So we are going to the Skywoods and finish off that dungeon now that we have the hookshot. Classic. First enemy is killed, immediately leaves. Yeah, but I have no idea why it cuts off the music with the mirror sometimes. I already had that once, and it was legitimately a little bit unsettling when that happened. But that has more to do with my SMW ROM hacking days, because usually when the music cuts off, it means that music the program used to make the SMW custom music kinda did a bad job at playing the music, or something broke. And usually when you do stuff like clearing the level, exit out of the level or something like this, or die, it just hangs the game because the music engine is like kinda broken. And it cannot reload music, and it glitches stuff, or I don't know. It made me paranoid. Is basically what I'm saying. Alright, this was not horrible. I completely Alright, this is the time to figure out what stunned enemies give us. Oh, okay. So this thing hurts a lot, but we can dodge this by using a bomb. We only take 1 damage and can pass it. The good thing is that we now figured out what enemies drop when they are stunned. When enemies are stunned in the seed, they give us red rupees, which is PogChamp, because that means we can easily get money. But we already could get easily money by using the money farms. So it's kinda disappointing, because what would be better is when they would release, for example, fairies. It's a possibility. It's rare. But it can be. Alright, that was not worth it. Oh yeah, didn't this room had stupid thieves? Yeah, this is where invincible thieves... Alright, I was stretching, okay? You cannot just drop a floor master while I'm stretching. So this is when unkillable thief can be very dangerous, because you don't want to deal with chasing invincible enemies that deal 5 hearts of damage in this hall. Alright, we already got fairies. So, yeah. Oh, there's no enemy here, so that was the anti-fairy. Yeah. Okay. And this is why you bring a lot of fairies with you. Because that's how fast you can die in this. Alright, so let's... Oh great, just drop me in the face of the boss. Oh, this is going to be something. This might be actually a challenge. But it's harder than the original, that's for sure. Uh-oh. Yeah. All that just because we took contact damage as we went into the room. Which is totally fair, by the way. Understandable. There's nothing wrong about a good challenge. Oh, he only moves horizontally. Yeah, the moving spikes are part of Morphula, actually. So when Morphula spawns in a different dungeon, it just spawns spike blocks out of nowhere, which move in a very specific spot. Usually how A Link to the Past works is that a room is not essentially a room. There's like these huge open rooms, and there's small rooms. And A Link to the Past in dungeons is divided into single huge rooms instead of like every room being its own identity. So when you have a small room, it basically means that there can be, for example, 3 other small rooms next to it, or a long room and a small room, or there can be like 2 small rooms but long rooms basically be there. So we got a red crystal, I think, yeah. So this is also how the function with the bees is, and despawning some enemies, because you technically did not leave the room, as the room is basically having the size of a giant room. It is just that you change the position in that room. You change effectively rooms when you enter one big room into another room, or when you get to the far right edge of the lower right little room, for example. It's a little bit hard to explain like this. I think I could explain it a little bit if I could visualize that. It's very interesting. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up a little program. Let me see if I can actually capture it. Alright, where is it? That's not it, that's the tracker. Alright. So here's my graphics program, it's graphic scale. It's essentially the program I use to draw my sprites in. I'm just going to explain you how A Link to the Past dungeons work. So I'm gonna mute the game a little bit. Alright. So A Link to the Past usually renders its rooms like this. This is a huge room. This is like, for example, the Tower of Hera has a lot of these huge rooms. Then there's no walls in between and such. The boss area, for example, is a huge room like this. And A Link to the Past basically renders these rooms as separate rooms. So when you go to this side and leave it, you change rooms. However, there's small rooms which don't scroll. And what they basically do is they divide this huge room into 4 parts. So when you go from here to this position, the camera scrolls, it looks like you are entering a different room, but technically you don't, because you are still inside this huge room. It only changes room when you would go like this again. So that is the reason why you see me go like twice backwards when I have a bee swarm here, for example, and I am currently over here. I want to get away from this bee swarm and despawn it, and it only despawns when you leave the room. When I go in here, it does not despawn the bees because they are technically still in the room, and they can wander into this room even. They can't even follow me here. So that is why I leave the room like twice sometimes, because I know which rooms are technically a big room, and then I can just basically calculate how much I have to go back in order to make them despawn. So when I go here, they cannot follow me. This is how the game works with its rooms. And in these 4 rooms, they can also, I think, only use the same enemy graphic set. So when you see, for example, anti-fairies in this room and Hinox a little bit in this room, so that could mean that in this room there could be also Hinox and anti-fairies, as long as they are in the same tile set. There can be also like a BMOS if it's in the same tile set as in Hinox. For that you would need to know which graphic files are being loaded there. In the original vanilla there is a method to do so, but I think the Rando uses like customized graphic sets to render some enemies that normally wouldn't be seen in normal gameplay, like overworld enemies with dungeon enemies and etc, etc. That explains why enemies spawn or stay despawned by switching rooms. Yeah, basically I think one of the other rules is that enemies will respawn after you have re-entered and entered a certain amount of rooms. So I think when you like exit and entered 3 rooms, they respawn. But because you can have small rooms which are basically counting as a single room for small rooms, and when you change between those you don't notice it because it's still technically one room that you're still in. So that's basically how that is. At least that's what I assume how this is working. I know this stuff because I worked with an editor for this game, which basically was Hiro-Magic. It was basically an all-in tool for Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past hacking. The problem with that tool is that it is outdated and janky, and it corrupts files very easily, which is the problem of its nature. So we have 2 possibilities here, coming back to the game after all this nerd talk. So we have 2 possibilities. We can go back into Tower of Ganon, which is going to be a pain because it basically puts us in a fight with a boss that we don't like. We could also go the other ways and see stuff. Yeah, I can't really make straight lines. Of you, now the of you, boah. Alright, let me grab my words back again. Like, let me pull myself together. Alright. So Ganon's tower is there. We could go in there, but the problem is we have to fight in rituals on ice, which is not probably my favorite dance. So I'm gonna take a bite into the sour apple and actually go and do Ice Palace instead. Now Ice Palace is a problem because in the inverted seat it's already opened, but you still need the flippers to reach it. There is, however, different ways how I can approach this. There is fake flippers which I could use, but there's also a different method, which is much easier once you get the Pegasus boots. So I'm gonna do that. Alright, so basically the problem with this is, as you can see, we cannot swim. So I'm gonna jump into the water like this. I use the Pegasus boots and I'm over it. And that's how we reach Ice Palace, out of logic. Now here's a little bit of... Oh, that's basically Sahasla then. Okay, so the green pendant is kinda useless. So here's a little bit of side trivia about this dungeon. I hate this dungeon. Next to Misery Mire, normally my least favorite dungeon. The reason for that is that this dungeon has a shit ton of enemies. And in Rando, with my settings, this can end very horribly. For example, it can release bee swarms like crazy. It also means that there could be a lot of enemies that I don't like to deal with, such as this guy. Alright. Oh, flying mushroom enemies, thieves. So here's a good demonstration. You see the bee is still here, and now it will be gone. That is because of that thing that I showed you before with the small room and big room deal. Alright, no bees. That's actually good. And we got magic back. Alright, so we have the compass. Let me equip the hookshot, because it's... Oh, the hookshot is very good to give you invincibility if you need to, but it's also a good stun and killing weapon. Oh boy, we have a problem here. Yeah, now I'm using it. Bombos is also a good bee killing weapon, unless the bees have more than one hit, which they sometimes have against the Medallion. Also, this is a possibility that you trigger one bee swarm, another enemy in the room just gets killed, and it releases the second bee swarm. And it sometimes can be very draining. Also, sometimes bees escape through walls and suddenly decide to come back when you scroll the camera a little bit. As you can see, the camera scrolls a little bit. Sometimes the bee is off screen, just enough for the screen scroll to scroll it back on. Alright, this is basically a room filled with enemies that I don't like to deal with. The problem with all these enemies is, usually they don't do much damage, but all these enemies in this seat are dealing a lot of damage. So the Mini-Modom, the Mini-Hammerzau, the Thief, they all deal at least 4 hearts of damage. So you don't want to deal with that. But it makes you think. It makes you think about different approach for every enemy. And the reason why bee swarms can be very bad is a room like this where you have to kill all enemies. Yeah, we already did that. So a bee swarm is very bad in a room where you have to kill a specific amount of, also you have to kill all enemies to unlock the door. Because when the bee swarm happens to get out of the enemy early, you basically have a problem, as you want to leave the room but you can't, and you have to deal with enemies while being bombarded with bees. And when the bees hurt you a lot in your seat with the random damage activated, that usually is a bad time, because most of the time you just get hit by the bees and tank the damage, but you will die very fast if they deal like 4 hearts of damage. So, oh, this is something. At least he's in a rather easy position. Ah, almost. We almost snuggled past him. No, this is a problem. I think that... Is there enough space here? Yes. Alright. And he cannot shoot over holes. But we need to get over there and get this part. There we go. Whew. So we're gonna kill the easy killable enemies. Yeah. So we go and leave this room, reset it basically. Oh, we can get more free money here. We reset that room. And we come back, the enemies will still be gone because of the 3 room rule, I think. I think it's 3 rooms. Oh. And just like that, a surprise Batman appears. Alright, watch out. He's gonna strike again. There we go. He has been dealt with. Oh, hi there. So on the left, so on the right there is, I think, where we want to go. I think on this side there's just a staircase down. Up here is nothing. Up there is just a troll room, so you don't want to do that. As the penguins die immediately to the hook shot, no matter how much HP they have. Alright. I just could have used the hook shot. It's a fake crack, by the way. The game loves to pull a fake cracks at you. Alright, so that was the key. I think we want to go up first. So here's also a thing about this room rule. When you exit and re-enter rooms, you see this pot has reappeared. It only does it, I think, with the 4 room rule as well. Yeah, this is a good example room, I think. After the bee swarm is gone. After it is gone. Oh, there is, yeah. So these pods respawn when you exit the room. I think this is one of the instances where you can see it. So I picked these pods up. And you see they are still gone. And the things are still hammered. So this is basically, again, how this works. They are going to respawn if you would like leave the screen again to the right, but we can't do that. because there's obviously a wall. Yep, that's how it works. So what now I'm gonna do is I'm going to this side. I'm gonna show you how hard it is to get into these staircases and how you can make it easier. So as you can see, these staircases are kind of cursed. They're kind of like the up pipes from Mario. As you can very hard get into these. So the method of doing this is by using your dash boots. Cancel it. Slowly inch your way like this and then use the dash boots down. So that way you can make it a lot easier. We don't have the big key yet. But the big key might be down there, so it might be that we have to return to this place. So we don't want to bomb there yet. Also in general, it's easier to get over ice with the Pegasus boots than with normal movement. Because as you can see, you're slippery over here. Sometimes when you turn, the physics are very wonky, like you're instantly having the speed and stuff. With the Pegasus boots, it's like you building up speed, but you have the same consistent speed immediately. Like you go from 0 to like 50 in an instant like this. So in case you have problems with ice physics, that might help. It's only a problem when you have to deal with stuff like a boss. Like in my case, a Virtuous on ice. These shadows you can also hit while they're invisible with stuff like the sword beam. So that's why you saw me slashing like this. Which is an interesting thing. So I think this just leads back, right? Oh no, this is actually a chest room, so this might be the big key. Alright, we come back to that room. Oh crap. Okay. Yeah. Well, this is a long room, so the beast must have been despawned. Oh yeah, that's a weird thing that I noticed about this game. Some enemies just respawn instantaneously, but I think that has something to do with like how you killed them, because these enemies have been killed by stunning them, and they kind of respawn like instantaneously for some reason. So we don't wanna go in any of these rooms, I think. Oh, we want. We actually want to go to the upper right. I don't like these enemies at all. Alright. Many more domes are very dangerous. No shit. I've seen plenty. So this is a funny room. I don't know why the enemies look like this, but they do. Oh shit, now I have a problem. Okay. These rooms are also never randomized for some reason. Wow. Alright. Sometimes the bees are being confused and don't know where to go. Like, as you saw there. I don't know why they do that. Maybe it's because they lost track or something when you change room. The AI gets kind of messed up. So normally wise Ice Palace is a very big, huge pain. Because there's this one puzzle coming. Or should I say it's already here. So normally wise you have to push a block down and have to keep pushing a block down in order to press the switch that comes later that only activates when you have something on it. If you have the Cane of Somalia, you can cheese this part. Because you can just summon a block there and it will keep the button push. I wanted to see if I kinda needed that. Would have been nice to get it. Oh god. Yeah, that is the amount of damage a worm deals to me in the seed, by the way. You just saw that. I had like half a heart, I think, missing, and it's all the damage it does. It's like 4.5 heart damage. So that's the reason why you see me being scared with those. But there's another one of these transform thingies under here. Oh, really didn't want to do that. So you can basically just do this. Oh, that's kinda unfair now. And that's the damage of an anti-fairy in the seed. That is also 5.5 heart damage. Alright, so where's the boss? Alright, this isn't too bad. It just would take a long time. But we have the tempered sword, so let's see. I also gonna use arrows for this because you probably noticed that sound when I fire these arrows. That is because I'm playing with the retro bow, which is basically the Zelda 1 bow. It costs money to shoot arrows instead of arrow pickups. So a single arrow from this bow costs 10 rupees to fire. And it basically makes you think about what you buy and stuff, and if you really have to buy or if you want to use this weapon. So yeah. But because money is not a problem in our seed right now, we can just use it Alright, so that is probably a blue crystal. Ice Palace also had nothing. We went in there hoping to get a very important item, but we didn't get a single important item off of it. So we are lacking a lot of items that are required to progress. We are missing the... we are basically missing the second level glove, and we are missing the book, which gives us a lot of access. I also forgot to check this. We have the mirror. So the Desert Palace already has the green pendant, but as we know, Sahasra is probably going to give us something bad. But we never know. So it would be nice if we could get the green pendant and actually check the Master Sword as well, because the Master Sword Pedestal also is a check that has a random item. And one of my last seeds, it actually had a very important item in it, so that can always happen as well. So I think we have no other choice but actually return to Ganon's Tower and kind of see what we can do about that ice virtuous fight. Here's the thing though, can I hurt the eyeballs by using magic? Like bombos. I never tried that actually. It would be actually interesting to know if you can do that. So I think we have 3 fairies. But the thing is, I don't know if we want to use 3 fairies exactly for that fight. Oh yeah, we want to restore cards and actually try it again, because all the other spots that I have checked that are available to get at the moment... Oh, we actually change of plans. We go to the hookshot cave in the Dark World. Now we have the hookshot, we can basically check that. The reason why I forgot it is because I already got one of the chests in there, because you can get the first chest of the hookshot cave by just using the Pegasus boots. And yeah, I got the first chest. It was not very something useful. So we can check the rest of the chests in this one. So you see down there the chest is already opened, because you can make this gap with the Pegasus boots as you can do this gap. But the other gaps you cannot do with the Pegasus boots. You have to use the hookshot in order to get those. And that's the ice rod. We needed that for Trinex. Alright, so basically what that means is we have to go back to Misery Mire and refight the Trinex that's in there. Is basically what that means. Alright, I'm a little bit confused here again. So where does this go? Ah yeah, no, I remember. It's up here. Here. I think... Ah! Alright. We want to go to Misery Mire anyway. Now that we have the tools available, now this is usually how it goes. So... But the hook shot was a Misery Mire, so that's kind of interesting. Because it requires us to have the boots for that. And then it makes us go back to get the Ice Rod, which is kind of a dick move. First sending us to the dungeon, get to the boss, see it's impossible, then go back, basically going into the cave that is required to get the item for the boss, now with the item that we got out of the dungeon. Just to get back to the dungeon to play it a second time to kill the boss. That is kinda rude. We already have fairies. Oh, I had the money weapon out. Oh yeah, rabbits also can release random stuff. I can't show that there. But they can like release bees and stuff as well, depending on what items they got assigned to. So yeah, you better be careful with touching the bunnies and stuff. It kinda sucks that we have to do it now like this again. But at least we got a hook shot, and the hook shot makes it a whole lot easier to deal with some stuff. It kills certain enemies instantaneously. I did not see that guy. Alright. Just need to remember we need magic for Trinex. But we get magic in halfway through this dungeon, so this shouldn't be a problem. And now that we know that stunned enemies only gives us rupees, we can avoid getting bees from enemies that don't die in one hit and can be affected by it. Sadly, Tektites and Hinox are not affected by the hook shot, so these we have to kill still without stunning them, having the potential chance of getting a bee swarm. And these blue enemies die in one hit from the hook shot, so they are not stunned. So they have a chance of releasing bees ISO. Okay, that's kinda unfair. But I already explained how unfair the enemy jumping is in this game. So what we witness is A Link to the Past's weird jumping mechanic of enemies. So you see this enemy there? How he is like this, and he jumps up, and he's like reaching over the rail. It only looks like it normally wise, because it's supposed to simulate like a jumping, but actually it just only moves the hitbox up and down. So when it jumps like down here, and it reaches all the way over here, even though its shadow is here, and I stand here, I still get hit from it, because it's actually like thinking the enemy is standing here instead of being in the jump state and be here. So that's one of the janky aspects of this game, and I had to experience it the hard way. So that's why you are careful with jumping enemies. Prime examples, that enemy, Tektites, all that fun stuff. You better be careful with these. Yeah, I kinda forgot that guy. Not gonna lie, I forgot that butt man. Alright, but we have fairy spawns in here, so it's no problem. There is a green potion coming up soon. So this is not wasting magic. So when you have powder, the bug catching net, and bottles, the game's damage, like, I play with ridiculous damage most of the time. This is not the vanilla damage at all. And I think to the past, things don't deal as much damage. But still, it can be a little bit overwhelming at some spots, like this room can easily hit you and other stuff like that. It makes the game a whole lot easier with the bug catching net, and I think this is the reason why you get it early, because early you have only so little health and enemies deal like a full heart of damage. And with their complexity and their way how they attack and stuff, that can be a little bit too overwhelming, or I actually didn't need to do that. Is the reason why they decided to give you a bug catching net very early in a bottle. Basically what you have to do is just get 100 rupees together, go to Kakariko, buy the bottle, and show the same bottle to the bottle kid that gives you the bug catching net. Bam, you already have an extended health bar. Basically you just catch the fairy and have an extended health bar. You go in the forest area, you see the Master Sword thing, you don't know what to do with it. It's nearby Kakariko, you pick up a mushroom, and later in the game you get the powder to transform the anti-fairies into fairies. Bam, already have your own fairy farm that you can grind. Alright, it's time to fight the boss and end this dungeon. Here's the thing, how much damage does Trinex do this time? It's very helpful to deal with the right head first, which is the ice head, because we don't want ice physics in this fight. Oh, this Trinex is actually bad. It has the poison flow from Virtuous, so that stuff up there you see, if I go in there I take damage. So when he's like this I have to take force damage. Okay, he's run like a truck. Alright, dodge this, and the last part should be easy. Oh, actually, this last part can be very bad now. The problem with this part now is that half of the screen is covered in virtuous slime. So it actually removes my dodging space, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just go into the slime and accept the damage. Alright. Because it only deals 1 heart of damage, no matter how randomized the tables are. Yep, embrace the slime. We got another crystal. Let's see what type of crystal that is. If we are lucky, this is a blue one, and we have to do Ganon's tower again. And yep, it's a blue one. Okay. It's Ganon's tower then, I guess. Unless I missed a very important detail. So let us actually look at the map and think about stuff. This is what I do when I basically have like an option that I don't really want to do, but I have to do. So we have to fight Virtuous on ice, which is probably the worst thing ever. I don't like fighting Virtuous on ice. The worst thing than that would be basically fighting Trinex on ice. So I already had a blind on ice fight, by the way, and that is as well very atrocious. Lucky me, I had the Cane of Brunner, which is a better version of the cape in most of the regards. But I don't have that this time. So what I'm gonna think about is that what options I still have. For the big bomb, we need to get 2 red crystals. Wait, we have a red crystal. Which one was that again? Wait, we finished like... Did we finish Palace of Darkness? Oh yeah, we finished Palace of Darkness. That was the... blue... That is another blue crystal, I think. Oh no, that was a... What was the other thing? God damn it. We have 4 crystals. Let me actually think which dungeons we actually completed, now that I forgot about it. We did Skywoods, we got Thieves Town, we got Palace of Darkness. Yeah, it's Palace of Darkness, essentially. That was a normal crystal then, I guess. So I forgot to recheck that as well. Alright, so we did Palace of Darkness, so the only options are Swamp Palace, which we can't do because we are lacking flippers. Turtle Rock, which we cannot do because we are lacking the second Power Glove upgrade. Tower of Hera, the same reason. We lack the second Power Glove the Titanids upgrade. Because in an inverted seed you have to go to the Turtle Rock section or at the bottom of Death Mountain's right part and pick up a dark rock and warp with that dark rock entrance to the Light World. You could go from there like behind Turtle Rock in the treasure chest section, or you can go to Hera's Tower, basically going the bridge over with the hammer. That is also locked away because we are missing the Titanids. And Desert Palace is locked away because we are required to have the book. So what we're gonna do now is we have to go to Ganon's Tower, as much as it sucks. And we have to do the Virtuous Boss probably, because the Virtuous Boss gives us treasures. There's other rooms now that we can do with the hookshot, thankfully. So maybe we find like a cape or a Brunner staff inside Ganon's Tower and can make this entire fight with Virtuous a lot easier, which I really hope we do. We could also defeat a Ganon already in that tower if we make it that far. We only need we don't really need the lightning medallion to see the floor in that one room, because I think that floor isn't that bad, and also we can use the Cane of Somalia to kind of guide us the way. Otherwise we have all the items necessary for the dungeon, I think. We don't need the flippers, we don't need like Ocarina, the cape or anything. We don't need the boomerang, essentially we have everything for it, so that is the goal. So what I'm gonna do, however, is I'm gonna get myself, I think, a blue potion in case things go wrong. Let me check if I have an empty bottle. Yeah. So I'm gonna grab myself a blue potion off the potion mod. So in case we find like a cape or a Brunner staff, we can like use that against Virtuous, and I bet I will not kill him before the first magic bar runs out, even with 5 magic. So that will just help us beating him in a safe way. I don't need 2 or 3. I don't need 3 fairies for the dungeon. Now watch me eat my words, as there's tons of enemies that kill me in 2 hits. which is very likely to happen. Alright, so now we are going to Ganon's Tower. Retry. Now that we have the hookshot, the left side is open for us. In the lower floors. And the left side is usually not that much of a problem in terms of the rooms. Oh, that's warm. It's probably come back with a vengeance. Alright, let me pass. At least it's not a dumb worm. Last time I had a worm there and that was kinda annoying to deal with. So we are back at Ganon's Tower, baby. And this time we are going left. Now in order to keep a spare key, you just enter this staircase because this is one of the famous droids of this. Oh look, it's Mushroom. Should have checked this, huh? So that door is useless because it leads to the other room you just saw. But there's stuff over here. Not every door you see in A Link to the Past needs to be opened. Dungeons have a spare key, just in case you waste them wrong. But you shouldn't be in need to use all the keys. So let me see. It's like 3 shadows here. There's like a different enemy still in this room. I think it's 4 enemies in this room. Might be wrong. Alright. What did I just told you guys? There it is. There it is. There's another shit. There we go. Now we could actually fight Virtuous. Oh. Didn't mean to do that. This room to the side, I think, has only a key. So you waste a key to get a key. Wait a second. No, it doesn't. That's actually the right room. Yeah. Sometimes this game has like rooms where you waste a key in exchange for a key. Skyward's is a prime example. Oh, this is a fun-sized room. So normally wise those are all spike blocks, but because we have an enemy riser active, all these are technically enemies. Alright, re-enter this. Oh, they're still here, so we just use this again so I don't have to deal with them. And then we can powder you. Get a fairy. Do we have actually wasted already a fairy? I think we did. Oh, actually we don't. Okay. Actually, I think there is a key under one of these pots. Oh. Alright, I haven't played this dungeon so many times. Alright, let's not forget the Rando room this time. I have a tendency to just walk by and pass this room, but here's a crack, you guys. Here. So you want to bump this open. I always walk past it and warp, and then I'm angry because you cannot get back there. You have to go back all the way in order to get this. Alright, that's Quake. Rather useless. That's a cape. So Bumper Cave is opened. That's a key. And that's bombs. Like, how crazy. All of the good items are in here, right? Bruno stuff, cape. Now the mushroom, you can like argue is probably trash, but mushroom has a check, so it might be good. That mushroom could be our flippers in exchange. Alright. Yep, and now we basically looped. I think there's big magic in this room. Or small magic, one of the two. I'm gonna grab that. Yeah. So we have some magic for Virtuous. We are going to fight Virtuous now. Nah, we don't need to bomb jump over there. That is a shortcut, but it's not needed. Oh, I forgot about that asshole. I forgot about that guy. Yes. Alright, so now it's Virtuous time. And that guy is insanely hard on ice. But we have a strategy. You just simply go up here, and when he comes out, you can just sword swing. Now here's the question, can I do the... Oh shit, I should have actually paid attention. When you switch items, you cannot keep the Bruno stuff out and switch items, so... Let me actually move out of this mess and test this. No. Okay, so we learned this has no effect. Wait, I still had magic. What's going on? Why did it stop? Oh yeah, these eyes have a lot of hits in this. They seem to have random health as well. Alright, kill that. Alright. With the singer I have no problem. Yeah, I don't wanna do this in a different way. Alright, it was not something we needed, but at least we checked. Thanks for the GG's. That was actually not the best performance, but hey, at least we gained knowledge. By the way, the pause menu was locked once in this room for me. I don't know why. And that room has no fairies. And I think the reason why it doesn't have fairies is because in A Link to the Past, when you play bosses, they ace normally wise every enemy in the or sprite in the rooms. So the bosses can function properly, I guess. But the thing is that I think the light world bosses in this dungeon have a specific special rule. Because when you kill them, for example, they don't end the dungeon and stuff like that. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna visit Bumper Cave for the flute. I'm gonna grab fairies that I lost. Maybe a blue potion. Oh, I didn't check the mushroom. Let me check the mushroom real quick. And let me actually deliver the mushroom immediately. I go to Krashwan immediately, you guys. So I don't forget. I have now the item to do it. I can now do it. I'm going to Krashwan. Don't kill me. Good. Alright, but before we go to Krashwan, we get fairies. Because in case something on the way to Krashwan is happening, we don't die. I think I will grab myself a blue potion. Yeah. At least one blue potion to have a mana refill. Green Pendant is Desert Palace. Yikes. Alright. Have your drugs. Gonna with the hearts, buy this potion. Go away from the shop. Come back to it. And it will have our item. Now watch it being money. That's kinda not worth it, but I guess I take it. Alright, let's go to Bumper Cave and get the Ocarina. So we can actually travel around Dark World easier. Yo Evil Elf, no problem. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Hope I was entertaining. I did check this, right? A spot up here? No worries. Alright, I did check this, otherwise the spot would be uncovered. So yeah, Bumper Cave is up here. Very informative. Thanks, man. I'm just sharing knowledge that I figured out and stuff, and I love to talk about games. Alright, money crab. Money! Money! Mine! 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 There we go. Alright. This one requires the cape. This cape shows off the fine difference between a cape and a Bruner staff. With the Bruner staff, you would still be affected by these bumpers, but with the cape, you can just pass through it. The problem with the cape is that it uses more magic than the Bruner staff, which is usually the case why you use the Bruner staff over it. Alright, so we got the flute. I'm gonna switch back to the light world, go to Kakariko, and awaken the bird. And when I have it awakened, we can travel much faster in the dark world. And there we are. We also did trade in the mushrooms, so I can mark this off as well. And we have bird. After that long, we have the bird. Alright. So we have bird. We have the cape, we have the Bruner staff. We did everything with the Bruner staff, basically, and everything we could do with the cape, basically. So it's basically back to Ganon's dungeon. I say basically so many times just now. It's basically very nuts. Alright, I'm basically going to stop now. Alright, let me do super speed really quick. I said really quick. There we go. So it's back to Ganon's dungeon. We have the potions and the fairies, right? Yes. We still would have no tempered sword at this point if we wouldn't have gone out of logic with the fake flippers, by the way. Imagine me doing all this without the tempered sword. I would go crazy. Alright, so we did everything in the basement floors. As you can see, except the one room you can see on 1F. But that room has nothing in it except collectibles like magic, energy, and money, I think, was it? So it's not worth it. It has no treasure chests. So we are going up, 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 and meet a Ganon at the top if we can. Was that worth the magic myself? I don't think so. It was not the best health management. But I blame that magic bottle. Oh, of course. That is why you normally don't want to attack these when they haven't shocked themselves like this. Because they have an urge to do that when you want to slash them. Alright, shock yourself. I actually want to kill you normally. Or actually, I can just do that. Yeah, I'm saying no to that. Okay. Is this a vanilla spike block in this place? Oh, there's an anti-fairy. That's actually something I want. There we go. Okay, that's the first. Actually, I should just do this. Yeah. But no issue. Here is the famous fairy fountain. Or fairy room, I should say. Not fountain. Also has magic in it. And we come easily back, which is hookshotting over. I think now comes the... oh, these rooms are next. Basically the gauntlet, and we're going back. You give that back, you bitch. Okay, more of these. Alright, time to burn these. And we got magic back. Nice. Oh yeah, I have actually a shield. So can actually block these shots. I'm just not used to it. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't be getting used to it. Doing more mistakes than I would. Alright, this is the Lamona's room. And it's another virtuous. Oh boy. But this one is at least not on ice. Alright, it's still bad. Alright, this one is much easier. When we had the Bruno stuff, makes it a lot easier. Alright, this room. Alright, already got started. Okay, we just use the medallion, fuck it. Oh, that's how it looks. Dude, can we not fall down? Alright. Oh, the cannon soldiers don't die from that. Didn't know that. That's interesting. Oh, I need you. Ah, shit, we don't have magic. Oh, great, just what I needed. A mad room where I need magic. Let me guess, there's no magic in here. Really? This is all you give me? Alright then. Alright, this room has a big magic though. This... Bye, Thief. Nobody needs you. Alright, quarter magic upgrade. Oh, now there's two of these here. Interesting to see a vanilla big spike trap. Yikes. There's one more enemy in this room normally. I remember there being one more. Oh, or not. Oh, this is getting old. This is slowly getting very old. Tower of Ice? Nah, bro, you haven't folked this new virtues. There's Ice virtues, there's Desert virtues, and there is now Tower of Hell virtues. Rarity, bro. Alright. And there's the magic boomerang. Gonna mark this off. Still not an important item. We actually did not get an important item from this. Like a book or anything. Ha, that worm is so dumb it died. Ooh. Okay. Alright. We did not get flippers or anything in this, so that's odd. So I must have missed a spot or something, maybe. I must look like where I could have missed something, but at least we can finish this. So let's do it. This fight is kinda annoying. Because it's basically a Ganon times 3. And I was just taking a guess there with the shots. Because he does do barely any damage, so here we go. At least with those with these balls. That one probably hurts. It was too early. Too early. Alright. There he is. There he is. But we don't fight him yet because we can't hurt him yet. In order to hurt him, the sign said we need at least 6 crystals. But we don't have 6, we have 4. So we need 2 more. Now here's the thing. We got a bunch of items and we just need to think about what we did miss. Or if there's like an alternative entrance to stuff. So I'm gonna go pee. I go to the restroom. I will be back very soon, you guys. Meantime, I'm gonna think about what I can do next. So sit tight, I will be back soon. Alright, and I'm back. I know exactly where we need to go. We need to travel to Death Mountain and actually do these caves now. Now that we have a way to actually access the cave with the 7 treasure chests, we are going to go there. Alright, let me actually do there we go. Equip this really quick. Alright, let me deal with this. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, time to get a kiss from the old guy. Smooch. Lots of damage. Oh, move out of the way. Oh. So here's another fun fact about that enemy. Why I despise it. Even if he is not a statue, he is solid. And you cannot pass through him. Which makes him a very huge nuisance. Alright, now we have this area. Yeah, this is like 10 times more scary. Wait, that is wrong. That's a lot of rollers. Yikes. But here is a fairy cave, so we can restock on fairies. I bet our answers are here. Alright. Don't want to waste time, so pardon me, block. But you are in the way. We can also enter Turtle Rock from behind now. Squids. Bees. Well, good toss. Alright, so basically the flippers seem to be hidden away Either the flippers or the book are hidden away in the dungeon of Turtle Rock. Okay, bees are not that lethal here. They only hurt for like half a heart, which is not a bad thing. Free money. Alright, so now we can do this, which is the Mimic Cave. No, I want that. Give me the magic. There we go. Magic is very important. I was just checking if my mic was on. And it was nothing. It's nothing! Alright. Didn't want needed to waste magic there. So now I think we can fly onto the left. Actually, there's a ferry here. Yeah, we have. All right. And money. There's a surprise skeletons. We also can check the Sky Island if it has an item. And we can enter Hera's Tower, basically. So I'm gonna do that. I will do Hera's Tower first, before we finish Turtle Rock. We can also check the tablet, which is there. The stone tablet. Oh, come on. So that's just pennies? Alright, let's check what the tablet... Oh, actually we cannot do the tablets because we don't have the book. Alright, let's enter this. That's already the boss key, that's very good. I like me getting the boss key. Alright, now it's time to actually see if I can pull off something very good. The Emperor cries a bomb. Well, goddamn freaking late with that hint, Sherlock. Actually, let me... How old are you? There you go. Alright, let me see if I can pull this off. No. Actually, no. Alright, fine. I can dash here and throw the boomerang normally wise to the left to that switch at the same time, so I could hide behind the blue package blocks, but that requires like training to pull that off more like frequently. Alright. But I'm gonna do that, so I'm gonna don't have to do that. Alright. Alright, so this path was completely worthless. But we can progress, we have the big key. Actually, let me go back so I can grab the anti-fairies fairy. You never know when you need it. Alright. So now I'm ready. Alright, immediately hook shot to the right. There we go. So, stun this guy. Hit him. Get the money. Alright, I don't need to use the bomb jump here because we have the hook shot. I practiced this bomb jump, but I'm not gonna show it off. Because I have the hook shot, I don't necessarily need it. Ugh, come on. Alright, let me use this time to fill up my drinks. There we go. Alright, we already know about that one. Can we salvage this? Yes, we can. Alright. Nice. So I don't need to unnecessarily fall down that pit. We can just go straight to the boss. Oh, guess who it is? It's another iBoys thingy. It's another Virtuous, everybody. Alright, easy. We are basically just steamrolling these now. Still no book. There was a blue crystal. So, I think we already established that Turtle Rock has a blue crystal at this point. So that means Swamp Palace is going to have our red crystal, our second one. So now we are going to enter Turtle Rock from behind. And this is how we basically do it. So when you normally go in here, you see it's this weird ass cave. And there's like fairies down here, and it seems like only like, oh, nice refreshing area and stuff. But in an inverted seat, you can use this as a back entrance to Turtle Rock by just doing this. And now you're inside Turtle Rock and past the sections that you couldn't pass without the big key, because we need the big key still. And there it is. There's the big key. There's our last bottle. And some more money. Alright. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna travel backwards a bit to get that big chest, I think. Then I'll use the mirror, come back to the back entrance, and can actually finish the dungeon, because that is basically, I think, what's missing. Well, actually, let's not do it like this. That is like unnecessarily complicated. Wait, I didn't go down? Well, I did go down, it's actually that. Yeah, we're gonna go to the boss area, do the boss, and then we enter Turtle Rock from the front again. Oh, you need to go. Actually... Oh, actually there's this Sumaricane, but yeah, I didn't practice that with the Sumaricane. Buzz off. Alright. So we're gonna fight the boss. And after we fought the boss, we are going back into the Turtle Rock, but from its front entrance, and get the rest of the items. So that's Helmazar King. He is not a problem though. We did not folk one though. So you can use hammers or bombs to blow his mask off. I normally prefer bombs because bombs are dealing much more damage to its masks. It's harder to time though. If you fight this thing in vanilla, you don't want to get hit by its tail attack. You'll notice when he's going to do it when he's excited like this. And he whips his tail around back and left and right. Oh yeah, he takes damage from this too. Don't need arrows. That's vanilla. Alright, and that's our next blue crystal. So we could technically go to Ganon and are in go mode. I think. We have a blade, we have Ganon. We have him like in the place. Yeah, we basically are in go mode at this point. We have 6 crystals to hurt him. And we have beaten a Ganon, so that basically means we could go and finish the game, but I'm not gonna do that yet. I will get more stuff. Because I think we still have plenty of time, so I'm gonna do this. Also as practice. Oh yeah. Now I did the very same thing I didn't want to do. Alright. Actually, let's do this easier. Let's not use the front entrance for that. Instead, we are just going straight to the chest and the other areas. Alright, stun this guy. Alright, good to know. So, dashing into him probably makes him die like instantaneously, which is a weird and odd thing about the Palki stack. Alright, let's grab the fairy and then enter it from the big key room. Alright, fairy, you need to play along with me. Oh, great. Little doggy has gotten me. Alright. Bad doggo. Bad dog. Bad dog. Let me grab my hook shot and stun the doggo. Who was a bad boy, huh? Alright. You can't be serious with this. Why are you going down there? You got me again. And she's going off again. This bitch. All I want is just being fully prepared, you know. Alright. Bad dog. There we go. Alright, now let's enter this place. And we are already at the big chest. And it was just pennies. There's one more chest in this dungeon, and it's in the later sections. I think, at least. Yeah, it's in the room after this one. Up here. Alright, that's our flippers. Alright, with that we can go to the Zora latch. But that is trash. The thing that is open for us now is Swamp Palace. And in the Swamp Palace we probably find our book. Alright, we had a fourth bottle, right? Yeah, let me actually release this. So we can exchange it for a fairy. Alright, so in case you don't know, this red sword I did got because of red flippers, fake flippers. So I basically went out of logic and got this sword early. We just got the flippers. I got the flippers like like the fake flipper glitch. I did super early into this seed and got the sword. So you can imagine how much difference that now made. Because I got it just now, the flippers. It would have meant that we would have gotten it at the end of the game. Which would have been kinda dickish. But we tricked the game, broke its logic by using fake flippers, and now we have it for most of the time. Well, thank you for the very obvious hint. Alright, so this room needs to be done carefully. Fuck you, bees. Alright, not that I care about that item, but sure, why not? X-Men, water hurts. Alright, it's very important that you get down here first before you trigger the lever. Otherwise, if you have previous keys and do that, you can get into some nasty situations. I mean, the dungeon resets, I think, when you re-enter it, but it's still annoying nonetheless. Alright, let's actually do this like this. We don't have the big key yet. Why does water hurt so much? Oh, we kind of want the anti-fairy there. Oh, these other... Oh, shit. These other enemy... That Pig Spearman is probably one of the much rougher enemies to deal with. Because he's so aggressive. Jesus Christ, can you please do more damage? Freaking anti-fairy damage, holy crap. Alright. Yeah, I think switching these blocks... Wait. Why we see? Because I will fall the other way first. Oh, we don't have fairies. Does the anti-fairy keep respawning? Alright, yeah. I'm definitely abusing this. We have quarter magic use, so we might as well. Having quarter magic is nice. Alright, I don't care about that piss damage you do. I just go up here. I will fall left first. Because the right is required to have us press the pack switch. So we will most likely see which one. Alright, it's already pressed. And that pack switch is a trap. It's either the compass or something else. We still like the boss key. It would be nice if this is the boss key. Nice. Alright, no problem. We got an anti-fairy we can harvest the life force from. It's no problem. There we go. And this is more trash. So there is only one more chest. Oh no, there's 2, 3 more chests. We have the map, so I can look. Yeah, we don't want to go in that room, I think. We want to go the other room. Well, actually, I think this one has a key. Oh, this one has nothing. Alright, that was wasted. But here's an anti-fairy we can harvest from. Alright. There's 2 more chests and 1 more in the infamous waterfall room. Alright, see ya, hardhead beetle. There's the book. Found the book. Alright, is the other one. This one. Alright, let's get out of this room. Bum bum. And see ya. I think there's a key in the sky. Yikes, man. There's so much damage. Nah. Haha, yeah. This won't be so bad. Well, we have fairies. We can just rush this. So it won't take long. Alright, that's the second red crystal. Which gives us the super bomb shop. So we can blow up the pyramid. And we have the box, so we can do the stone tablets as well. Well, I didn't want to be here. Oh yeah, light word. Dude's in the light word. Alright, I just saw the enemy outside. Luckily, we have full health. Just sword beam him off. Actually, going up might be faster. Alright, and we are already here. What a silent bomb. Wow, very useful. Alright, so now we can do the tablet stuff. So the first one is in the desert, the second one is on the mountain. They're probably just rupees at this point. Maybe I do the other stuff as well, so we have a completion, 100% completion. Well, kinda want to rush things now. But we should be good, like, even if I would hunt after all these items. In the end, we should be still good in the time for killing Ganon. Alright, this dungeon should be quickly done. I don't think I need to read the hints at this point either. See our rabbits. So, items that I was leaving behind. I think it was Zora's Ledge, the bomb mini, the chest minigame. The race, and I think that's it. Oh yeah, we're just cruising through this. Alright, see ya, spike block. Alright then. Why is not suspicious if the spike block actually zips through it? Definitely not fake, why? Alright, Trinix. Oh, move your ugly head down. Oh shit. Oh, he can't make ice in this room. Actually, very good to know. Alright. Alright, give us the pendant, boy. Alright, so what we're gonna do now is we grab the last remaining items. There are some items that I left behind that we need to collect. We did finish all of the dungeons, I think. We got every single chest of every dungeon. We need to do and grab some overworld items, such as now the Master Sword, for example. We need the race item, the Zora Ledge. We forgot. We also left behind the chest minigame in the Dark World. So we're gonna do that too. And after we got everything, we think we have everything. I did the tablet at Death Mountain, right? Maybe I double check that as the last thing. Alright, so what I'm gonna check now is Lake Hyria actually too. So let's do Lake Hyria first. And from there we can warp to Zora's domain. Grab the mist item there. And we can also buy bomb upgrades just in case, but at this point, maybe one bomb upgrade just so I can refill my bombs after using one. Also, there is fairies here, so we can grab us 2 fairies. There we go. Grab this. Let's go in here, get to Zora's ledge. Grab the item from here. I got that. You're going to see Zelda's Ganon soon. If I survive this encounter here. Alright. Alright, so now I think the whirlpool on this side brings us to the... which area, I think? No, actually, that's actually perfect. Alright, this is the wrong way. The other this one. Come on, man, don't stop us doing gameplay. We want to do something epic. Fuck you. Alright, let's pull out the sword. Wow. No wonder we didn't find it. That explains a lot. Ugh. Really? Really, game? Okay then. Really? Alright, guys. It's a troll! A slime in the tree storm. Glorious. Perfect, just fucking perfect. Alright, so I'm here, so I can basically do this and play the minigame in this area. So it was like bombs or something very stupid. Yeah. So we did this again. So now we can do the racing minigame. Did we do the library? I don't know if we did the library. I think, yeah, we did the library. Yes. Just double checking. Alright, let's get our racing gear out and definitely not cheat. Alright, did I somehow miss the spot elsewhere? Oh yeah, Sahazla can give us an item. So let's visit him. On the way to him, we could restock fairies as well. Are we gonna heal? Oh, come on. I really hate this enemy. It's super annoying because it's in your way constantly. It's deliberately made to make you wait or getting pissed at it. Alright, let's get a cup of tea. And let's go to Sahajishmashina. He's going to give us money, I assume, because there was a hint that said someone friendly gives you a heart piece, but we have the maximum health the hard mode allows us to get, so it will be replaced with money. See? Alright, so I think we did everything. Let me just recap. This pretty much has been it, I guess. This is pretty much it. I guess we have everything. In case we don't have everything, we will see it at the ending, but I'm pretty sure we got everything. So the only thing left to do is grabbing a fairy. Like grabbing fairies and then getting magic. Prepare for the final battles. Get to the final battle and fight Ganon Silverless. Now this is where most people probably have waited for. And can show you the new strat. We keep a blue potion as a safety in case something goes wrong. Alright, let's warp to the Dark World. That's not the mirror, this is the mirror. Let's get to the Dark World, fly to Death Mountain to get our guaranteed magic refill. Getting there is not as tedious anymore. Because of our amazing super speed glitch. Alright, might as well go on the light world and grab a ferry or something. Or just going into my house back and forth, back in, back out. Because that surprise butt sex man, yes, that's his name, just got a good number on me. Alright, so theoretically I could just save and quit. It's faster this way. Then going out, calling the bird, getting to my house, etc. So I'm gonna do this, spawn to my house, get my hammer out. And now let's go. This is the moment of which we have been waiting for. We're going to fight Ganon Silverless. We have quarter magic, which should be very helpful during the fight. Oh yeah, this is much easier than the worm from last time. I can just run into him. Alright, you guys, here it is. Are you guys ready? It's ready to rumble. Here he is. Ganon. Enrichment Center would like to remind you that the champion duck will not betray you and in fact cannot speak. Thanks for the useless fact of the day. Yours truly, Ganon. So, this is probably the phase with the most problems that I have. I don't want to risk the damage from this. So we're gonna play a little bit safer. Yeah, that is insane damage. Alright, let's play it safe. Last time I had low damage. This is now more like vanilla. Alright, we have 3 fairies at this point, so I might as well get the few hits in and then move down, because I think he's about to change phase anyway. Yep. Alright, so that is probably going to hurt as well a lot, but he keeps warping around like this, that's good. It's a good opportunity to smack him in the face. Like this. We get our torch ready. Alright, stop warping, dude. Alright, and now we try to land a hit for the next phase. Alright, didn't do it. So we dodged this bad. And then we spam the lantern here. Now he is exposed. Mislead the bat and use our sword attack. Our spin. Every time after he shoots us bad, we have to spin before he warps. And that way we are always guaranteed to land a hit. Now you can do the same with the fire rod, and the good thing about that is that you keep your sword spin. There's always 2 passes, maybe 3, but that's very unlikely. Alright, let me actually shut up now to concentrate. I don't want to die in this. Alright, and that's Zelda's Ganon, everybody. Easy as pie. And with that, the game's done. Well, heck off. I did extra stuff, okay? I'm 2 minutes late, but that doesn't mean that we got good content out of it. Alright. We got it, we did it, and with that, the seed is done. Much, much more smooth in the end. Enjoy these little khaki credits. Every sprite is kind of garbage. But that's kind of the charm of an enemy riser at this point. So, about the seed, beginning was again as expected very rough. I think I need to find ways to get better at the start of a Rando. But the problem is, most of the time the start is very rough because you start a very difficult dungeons first. Because you are in the Dark World. And a lot of times I get enemies that kill me really quickly, so you start out with 3 hearts. And that way, everything basically is a one-hit shot. Once you get more health and more tools to work with, especially if you get into the Light World and can get all these checks, it goes into smooth sailing mode, and you basically like, you may have problems here and there, but other things you can just do very fine. It really depends if you get very useful items. For example, the bug catching net, I was very lucky with getting that early, as the boots. Boots and bug catching net do so many things much nicer. And as well as the lamp. Getting the lamp late kinda sucks too. Also, it's nice that we got magic powder later, and we got like bottles and stuff. The mirror was fairly early as well. So this one is a rough starter, but it's generally this was easier later than the previous seed. It was just harder in the beginning because of the enormous damage of the enemies. They do so much damage in this one. With only a few exceptions, of course. So yeah. I still think these are very fun, and I will keep playing some randomizers besides A Link to the Past to check them out. Maybe like Mega Man, there's a Mega Man 2 randomizer. There is Illusion of Gaia randomizer, which I didn't know existed, and it looks interesting. I love Illusion of Gaia. It was like one of my childhood games. It was like one of my favorite RPG games. If you can call it an RPG, that is. I call it an RPG because it has slight RPG elements. It's more an action-adventure. But yeah. There's a few randomizers that I want to check out and see in the future. But A Link to the Past, I will probably play multiple times to get better at it. Maybe I can do more with it. Who knows? Has been a blast though. And if somebody else wants to experience that on their own and needs help, or like a guide or guidance, I would be glad to share my experience and actually help people out with getting started with the Rando. Because when I got started with the Rando, I did it on my own mostly. And I did start with very simple settings and crank them up constantly in certain steps. I checked some settings out and tested them. And yeah. There's a lot of things you can do with this. You can make a very difficult, challenging game where you have to test your might and your intelligence in some situations the game presents you. And that's the charm of this randomizer with the enemies and stuff. Many people probably say like, it looks stupid, and you are right, it looks dumb, it is stupid, it has stupid sections, there's like little dumb stuff, but some of them are legitimately like interesting puzzle solving situations when you get a weird combination of enemies you have to overcome. And you have to use items in a very ridiculous manner you wouldn't believe you would normally use. You guys don't know, like bombs for example, I did not know bombs stun the beetle enemies. I did not know that. So you learn also new stuff with this too, which is amazing. So Enemy Riser keeps things also fresh, so you can never expect what's going to happen. Of course there's enemies that appear very often, mostly my hated enemies, but hey, maybe it makes me better at dealing with these, right? Just like with Silverless Ganon, I couldn't do Silverless Ganon that easily. Everybody probably saw like my first video of Silverless Ganon, I was like sweating. And I tried to do it in the most stupid way possible. But I did it in the end. And then I was like looking up different videos on how to do that. And then I practiced it. And then I did it. Like much easier. Sometimes you just need to do it. And force yourself to do that thing. And not just step away. And I think that's a good metaphor to live by. If you're afraid of something, don't be too afraid of it. Give it a try. Now, there is a different handful of things where this shouldn't be applied, but in case you do something like good or something like that, for example, you learn something, or you want to learn something, or take a course or anything, and you're unsure if you can make it, give it a try. Who knows, maybe you can do it. And that's how it usually goes with me with the randos. I give it a try. I don't know if I can beat it, but in the end, I have beaten so far every on-stream seed that I generated. And no matter how many times I died or get fairy revived or anything, there has been a time where I lost over 100 lives. I had over 100 deaths. So we missed 3 items. I wonder where these are. But they're probably money. Doesn't matter. Alright. So this is it. I don't know if I wanna do one more thing. Because this is usually early for me to end on. But maybe it is good when I end on an earlier note. So I'm not too annoying for my neighbors. And also for the reason, maybe because, yeah, I would be hacked in the morning because of work. But I get up at 7 a.m. now that I have home office, so maybe there's something I can do. I don't know. Well, I think I will end on an earlier note. I think that's actually pretty good to do. So, I will just choose a good song to end on. And then we're gonna rate. I'm so much more confident in doing Ganon seeds now. And maybe who knows, maybe we can finish like a Ganon seed in this thing a day. Like in like 3 hours or something, if I get really good at this. Who knows? Alright, let's have a look who's online. And give them a nice rate. Alright. I'm gonna send you guys to Nexus. Nexus is a friend of mine. In case you know the SMW ROM hacking community, Nexus is a person who has made several things like Learn to Kaizo or Super Glitch Cat World. He is also the leader of Team Dix, which is a joke SMW ROM hacking group in which I am part of. We made Bui Bui World, for example, which is in the ROM hack races Discord in the current challenge to beat that game under an hour. So I'm gonna rate Nexus, show him some love, give him all the love you have, all kinds of heart emotes or love emotes. And yes, I'm gonna see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for lurking. If you have lurked, I will not call you out by name or anything. But just know that I appreciate that you are here. And yeah, I'm gonna see you guys next stream. Bye bye. Have a nice day, or good evening, or good night. See ya. Bye.